The following podcast may be explicit. Shedcast presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com. Welcome to a special holiday episode. We continue in the world of Alamand, exploring the underground mansion of the insane wizard of the Crimson Order, Nikko Sa'eent. We hope your holiday season is great. Enjoy the podcast.
Hello and welcome back to the Shed for Adventures from the Shed. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube,
Stitcher Radio.
Thank you, Mickie. And other places. Of course, your favorite search engine, whatever that may be, you can find us using the Adventures from the Shed search terms. And we're going to go around the table here and say hi, starting with...
Hi, everyone. This is Mickie. I play Nessalus, the young warlock.
JJ here, playing Calamity. I am currently spinning my dice at very fast speeds.
Hey, this is Kurt. I play Truk, the human monk who is carrying around a little sapling of a tree.
I like it.
We're thinking about names for the trees. People should email in ideas.
That's true. I have some thoughts, but I'm definitely waiting.
Adventuresfromtheshed@gmail.com.
Hey, everyone. This is Brittany. I'm playing Elena, the human fighter.
And I am Joe. I am the Dungeon Master as we continue our Dungeons and Dragons campaign set in the world of Alamand.
So,
go ahead.
I just have to tell you all before we jump in. I've mentioned before, there's a podcast called Adventures from the Magic Tavern that is a silly fantasy podcast set in the magical land of Foon. And I think the people who do it are like improv comedians. Okay. But it's all wizards and dwarves, and it's just, sometimes it's awesome, sometimes. But... the third or fourth episode is called Flower, and the interview for that week is with a talking flower, a potted flower, and it turns out that he has a foul potty mouth. Wow. So I keep thinking of my little sapling who doesn't talk as the flower who, like, the more he drinks, because he drinks red wine, the flower.
Nice.
And the more red wine he drinks, the more aggressively foul-mouthed and nasty he gets. So I just want you to know in my head that that's how I'm thinking about my sapling.
You currently have a foul-mouthed, drunken sapling.
Well, he's being quiet, but I feel like he's just building up. It just might come out.
So something's going to happen.
Yeah. I feel like the acidity in the red wine would change the color of the flower.
Well, it's a good thing he's got a tree.
Yeah.
Right. Not that they don't flower, but... So, hey, let's do a little recap of our last session in which the monk got the wood.
I did get the wood.
So in our last session...
the mighty wood.
We had our characters waking up in the Sea Spirits Tavern in the city of Wint. And they learned, after visiting with a few people in the library, they learned some new information. Part of the information, I'll rewind a few seconds, Truk woke up and found the sapling from the druid he had been talking to sitting outside of his tavern door. The door for his room, and it has started to develop a bond with this little tree. So he's carrying that around with him as they walked around the city, found their way to the library, met Dewey, the dwarven librarian, learned a little bit about Fey history, watched a relatively amateur chess match, and made their way afterwards to the Arcus Arcanery. I got to remember where I wrote it. Which is the Wizard Tower of the city of Wint. And after inquiring about the Crimson Order, Calamity had a brief audience with the chief wizard of the tower.
I never did catch his name.
Loser.
His name was Loser. What's that backwards? Resol. Maybe his name's Resol.
It's Loser.
It'd be backwards. He gave the Calamity information, which he shared with the party, on how to find the remaining member of the Crimson Order. The party approached the area where they think leads into the underground mansion of this crazed wizard, and they made their way through the gate as we ended the last episode. So they found their way through the gate, but after reading the warnings of beware of your surroundings, do not fear, do not weep, finding snowflakes etched in the iron, and Nessalus picking the gravel snowflakes from the ground and flinging them at the gate, it opened the gate wide, and they walk down into a pit of darkness, and are now, as we pick up this episode, faced with a colorful door. This door is about 15 feet tall, about 10 feet wide, has several different shapes or runes or glyphs of some type etched into the door in glowing white. And there's a kind of a frame within the door with several pulsing colored orbs within that frame. Several different colors and different patterns. And for everyone who's listening, because that's everyone who hears this, we are actually playing on the table with some miniature stuff, and we'll be describing it as we go. So our characters are about to enter a dungeon crawl, and we will describe the area as we go. So I've described the door as it sits now. Everybody is now there. You can see, once you've stepped past the cloak of darkness above, you now see in what is essentially dim light. And everyone can see what is right here. The light that you have is all coming from the magical thing in front of you, this door.
Okay.
So since prestidigitation worked last time,
Go for it.
There's nothing loose on the floor to throw at it this
that
time.
doesn't mean I can't take the snowflakes from outside and throw them at this door.
That's an interesting thought. Okay.
I'm going to do that.
Okay. Nothing happens. Other than you had some snowflake stones from outside come in, and you hear a lot of little, like, ting, 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 ting noise. That. It sounds like you just killed 20 mice.
She turns to Calamity and says, it's because of you.
So, what was the riddle again?
You better not.
Well, beware of your surroundings. Do not fear. Do not weep.
Beware of your surroundings. Do not fear. Do not weep.
Do not fear.
And this door in front of you just has different symbols on it. I don't know if anybody's familiar with symbols. Anybody knows what these patterns of lights might mean?
Arcana check?
I'm fine with that.
I'm not rolling this one. I'm rolling
I wouldn't. It's hard to read. I like the dice, but they're hard to read. You want to roll that one now? I'll let you.
It's ridiculous. My checks have all...
Is Arcana intelligence?
Yeah, I mean, it's an intelligence roll, but what we're doing for Nestlis is because she is a magic user, she is intuiting magic, not just following a clue. For everyone else, it's a flat-out intelligence roll.
14.
Yeah.
14.
Ooh.
For the one that's trained in Arcana. Kind of sad.
So, again, there's definitely, kind of like the gate outside where there wasn't a handle. Yeah, there was a keyhole, but there's no handle to open the door. There's no obvious button to push to open the door. You're pretty positive, in this case, that it is a physical interaction, whereas outside it required your magic to open the gate. This, you have to do something to the door to make it open.
I'm going to walk up and shove it. No fear.
No fear. Nothing bad happens to you.
Does anything good happen?
Can we move the lights or touch the lights and have them change color?
You're going to touch a light?
Yes. No fear.
It didn't say no hesitation, right? It just said no fear. What color light would you like to touch? Where? We got left, right, top, bottom, and the different colors, as we can see right on the mini that we're using.
I'd like to touch either of the purple... any of the purple or orange or blue lights. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Wow, that was...
Because the goal is to see if...
So I think what you're saying then is you're going to touch them all except the yellow.
No, I'm going to touch all of them except the red and green.
Okay. Give me one color that you're going to touch first.
Yellow.
Okay. When you touch that light, it goes out.
Both of them or just one?
Both.
Nice going,
both yellows
Turk.
out?
Just the one orb he
Sure.
touches. And think to scale, this is probably the size of cantaloupe.
Right. Okay, so now I'll touch the next yellow.
Okay, the next yellow, when you touch it, the previous one goes back on and that one turns off.
Okay.
Now, when you say next, as far as, I got to look at it a little. So
I
you
believe
touch this one
the
and then
top
that one.
and then
The
the
top
bottom
one and then the bottom
So
one.
one of them is still on.
And this door is like 15 feet high. So actually, I should have asked that. How are you going to get up to touch the other one? You have wings,
I'll give
mind
him a
you.
boost. Oh, he can fly.
He can fly.
He can fly.
I'll give him a boost while
Okay.
he's flying. It's really
Why not?
effective, but I wanted to.
You
feel
just
Well, he
wanna
could probably
grab
reach
his
it if
butt.
you held up as high as you could on his feet, and he reached up with his hands. Yeah. Together, you probably reach that
And
far.
touch the one of the bottom blue ones.
It goes out.
Touch the other bottom blue one.
There are two on the bottom. Okay, they both go up.
Oh, both the blue ones are out now.
Yeah.
Oh.
They
There's
touch
two
the
blue
ones
ones
at
on
the
top,
same
too.
height, the same, the
So,
bottom ones.
yeah, fly with my wings, fly up to the top and touch one of the blue ones up there.
I would like to spend a couple minutes observing the room to see if there's any other
Okay.
clues.
Roll a wisdom check. Well, you said the way you said it, do intelligence.
Okay.
When you touch the
Thank
one on
you.
the top, the same thing happens with the yellow. You touch it, that one goes out, the bottom one turns on. The corresponding one at the bottom turns on.
Okay.
9.
As far as you can tell, it's a lot of empty space with blackness above you
Touch
and the door in front of you.
Do I
Touch the
see a
blue one
pattern?
up top. I want to touch the blue one and the bottom at the same time.
What did you say, Mickie?
Is there a pattern? Like, do I notice a pattern?
Okay. Let's let JJ, what were you saying now?
He's going to touch the blue one at the top. I'm going to touch the blue one at the bottom at the same time.
Okay, and at that time, Mickie, make an intelligence roll.
Woohoo! That's much better.
Your dice should actually have a WH
I
for
need-
woohoo.
I need also a D6, so that's 16 plus 3. 19.
Okay. So from your Arcana roll and your check, your thought now of is there a pattern, from what you can tell, it looks like when they both touched the light at the same time, they both went out. And maybe if you could find a way to touch all of them at the same time, all of the lights would go out and something would happen.
Ooh, I've got an idea. We need to touch all the lights at the same time and see what happens.
I already came to that conclusion.
Yeah, but
Loser!
she thought of it
Guys.
as in playing Twister. What did you think?
I'm going to Eldritch Blast it. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my.
I'm just kidding.
Well, now we'll say bye for this episode. And
Just kidding. I
All right,
kid.
so yeah, touch the yellow one, Truk, please.
Okay.
Touch the yellow one.
so now think of scale. You have a door that's 10 feet wide, 15 feet tall, approximate. How are you going to get all of them touched? And now you guys are separated. Yes, you got that. So you got all of the top and bottom ones turned off while you're touching it.
So, Elena, okay, so here we go. So, Truk, you handle the top 3. I've got my spider slippers. I'm going to handle the top left.
Left hand, right hand.
Elena, you can handle the bottom right. And then, what's your name again? Loser? You're going to handle the bottom left.
Did you say loser?
I did.
The wizard is the loser.
The wizard is a loser.
He's a
that's
paladin
right.
this time.
So, that's what we're going to do.
Okay. Once you find yourselves in your, I'm still thinking of
positions.
Twister, right? So once you find yourselves doing that, and I'm figuring Truk is up there, the monk has got his wings flapping and is in some, very noble position, contrary to the normal. He, the door itself just kind of fades away in like a wintry sparkle, like it turns to snowflakes and falls to the ground.
Ha! I did that.
I did that. And beyond it, in a very pale, dim blue light, it looks like you've just walked into a blizzard. There's a whole lot of snow falling, and the ground is covered in about 1 inch of snow, and it doesn't appear to be accumulating. It's like you're just watching a looped video. But that's what this approximately 20 foot wide, 15 foot hallway looks like. It goes ahead of you a good 30 feet. There looks like another door shimmering right in the distance, and the hallway turns down off to the right.
What if it's booby trapped? We should throw like a rock or something down before we step in there.
No fear.
All right.
I'm just going to step in there.
Question: do I still feel like superhuman with all the magic stuff, or is it fading?
This is more weird. There's definitely, everything in here is magical, but it's like haywire magic. There's something that ain't right.
Something not right here.
Yep.
So she's like, maybe we should like throw a rock or something down
No,
there.
Elena steps in while she's
Elena
trying to
steps
warn
in.
us.
Just walk in, man. What's wrong with you?
Elena is currently embracing role as meat shield.
No fear.
Nice.
No fear.
But more like a meat shield that people like.
The cold
A meat shield that
positive
throws
meat.
itself into dangerous situations just to check.
Just to check.
I'm,
Okay.
waiting for Elsa to come around the corner.
Just a tip.
Please no.
Okay. So
Rise.
you get to that corner and look down the hall.
Oh, it's adorable.
There's
What you
sprinkles.
see down the hallway is a room that has some really colorful tiles that are glittering on the floor throughout the snow that's falling. And along the ceiling, along the tops of the walls, you see red jewels that have glittering, almost like diamonds sitting on top of ruby glitter all around them. And inside of there, you see what looks like some large elk just grazing at little tufts of green in the snow in that room.
Shooting practice. We need as an sorry.
Shooting practice.
Out of character. You need to take pictures of these and put them on the site so people can see because these are adorable. These are little gingerbread houses.
In remembering how to set it up, I've already taken a picture of it all set up on the counter inside. So
Yeah, you should post
I have
it.
that.
That's cute. So
And
there's
you can
elk
definitely keep taking pictures too.
at Magical Elk. Do you want to go talk to the elk?
Let them
He's
get
not
my
a druid yet.
feedback. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. See if your tree will talk to
Go
him.
see if your tree will talk to the elk.
As
Do I
they,
notice anything unusual about any of the particular elk?
Does one of them have a shiny red nose?
I can talk.
if you look closely from this distance, it's hard to tell. You're a good 50 feet away, looking through the snow. It looks like though that one of them raises its head towards you. Its face seems to emanate some kind of a red light, and we need to roll initiative.
No!
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna fuck up Rudolph.
Oh, stab that fucker in the face.
That's funny stuff right there.
Stag him right in the penis.
Oh my!
Well, that would prevent Rudolph from coming. Wow.
That's twice.
Mickey, that die is on timeout.
They're all on timeout
What?
tonight. All my dice suck.
I'm only a 9.
They powerful suck.
They blow.
They both
13.
suck and blow. Not me. I'm not Mickey.
Mickey,
Mickey
13.
Gotts.
13.
Who's got a higher? What is it?
She goes first.
She goes first.
Thank you.
And how many elk are there?
We're going to do 3 groups.
Can we call them?
We will call
Dasher
them,
and
but
Dancer
hold on.
and Prancer and Vixen and Comet and Cupid.
20,
Blitzen.
17, and 4.
Dude, we're gonna get bum rushed by some reindeer.
Now, if any 2 of mine are together, they need to be split to pass the next player.
All right, so I'll
what I
go
mean.
in between 20 and 17, I guess.
There you go.
Yeah, so it'd be 20, then Elena, then 17, then this guy, Calamte.
This guy. Whatever.
Wow.
Come on, wizard. What are you doing?
Calamante.
Shut up, Calamte.
Cammy.
Then Troop,
Forgot about that. Cami Soul.
T-R-U-K.
I swear. Did you just write Crut?
Yeah, I did.
Crut.
Your name is Crut, dude.
She didn't know if she was writing Kurt or Truk, so it changed halfway through.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Twice.
Crut. It's like some kind of derogative for a German in World War II. You're a crut.
Whoa.
Very close.
Yeah.
I read a joke today.
I'm not attacking.
Dasher and Dancer, right?
I'm not attacking a reindeer or elk.
It's
Dasher,
going to be 3
Dancer,
groups,
Prancer.
so you
They're
need
attacking
3, 3, and 3.
So it's Dasher, Dancer, Prancer.
Yeah. However, Rudy needs to be in the top group.
All right,
No,
so
you're messing up my order.
I'm sorry,
can I do
but the
it?
red light showed up and you wrote initiative.
Let me
Fucking up the
rolled
rotation.
Let me help.
Give.
I imagine Rain.
Give.
So in the meantime, who's first?
Let me help.
Dasher,
Rudy.
Dancer, Prancer.
Rudolph is first.
Rudy.
All right. They appear not to be able to leave the room. They're standing at the doorway, huffing these plumes of white steam out of their noses.
Maybe we don't walk in there. Just a thought.
It was up after the first group.
Me.
Elena.
Okay, Elena.
She's busy.
A
writing
figure
something.
each one of these squares is about 10 feet, so figure them as 10 feet because the minis
And
that we're
where
using
would you
don't
say
scale
I am
to 5
right
feet.
now?
We're still outside the door.
You
right?
guys have turned this corner and are looking. You're about 30-something feet away.
All right. I'm going to shoot the one with the shiny face.
Okay, with what?
With
Because
my...
you didn't get a gun yet.
No. Who shoots with a gun?
I don't know.
Those wascally wabbits.
These definitely aren't rabbits.
I want to use my +2 arrows, but not the frost ones.
Really? Why not?
Well,
Okay, so you're gonna
I feel
shoot
like
a-
this thing is used to frost.
You're going to shoot a +2 arrow at the elk that has a
At
glowing
its
red
face.
face. Okay.
because it's huffing at
You're
me.
going to need to take one of those 20-sided dice, roll it, and let's see what
But I'm
numbers you end up
currently
with.
writing down reindeer names.
Then it can't be your turn.
She said, hold her action. Just kidding.
Nobody multitasks. We know how much of
It's
a
a
myth
myth.
that is.
Women can do it.
Women can fake it better than men. In many
Yes,
ways.
I can. Many things, yeah.
I have yet to find a man who can fake that. It would involve some kind of prosthesis, I'm sure.
Oh, that's a fantastic roll.
That's
Thank
a
you.
5 plus
+2.
2.
12 to hit.
Oh my gosh, you missed. I don't remember the last time you guys missed something.
With a +2 arrow.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going to try that again.
It's +2 to hit or not?
It's
damage,
+2 to hit and to damage.
right? Oh.
As far as I know, JJ, every magic thing that has a plus,
There we go.
it is
That
anytime
might
you're
hit.
using it, you add that to the roll. So it's normally
22 to
and
hit.
to damage. 22 will hit.
Sweet.
I can't believe we're just attacking animals for no reason.
Roll initiative.
Depends my monk-like
May-
sensibility.
maybe Elena was taken a little off by how the lights are pulsing in a red and white pattern that alternates, and it could just be something that's making her angry.
Elena just really wanted to
Angry.
fight something.
What you got?
5 is 6. Plus 2 is 8
Okay.
damage of piercing to the face.
8 damage of piercing
Yeah.
to the face. Got it. And who's up after Elena?
Reindeer set number
Prancer,
2.
Vixen, and Comet.
They appear to be forming some kind of formation where there's one in the front, and then there's two, and then two behind him, and two behind them, and it just looks like they're ready for some kind of activity. Who's up after that?
Mighty Ducks Flying V.
Calamity, you're up.
What's up, dog?
I will.
That's what you're going to do?
Yep.
Right at them?
He's
Was
going to
that
suck his teeth at them.
Downtown?
What?
Were you just...
I think he's downtown Judy Brown.
Oh my god. Na, 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 na.
Did
that just make you quiver?
quiver?
I'm
Shake
just
your
shocked
belly
that Super
like a
D&D
full
man having no
food.
idea what he wants to do.
That's weird.
I know, right?
He hasn't been in combat in a little while. He was
I
right
know.
on top
So
of all the RP stuff for the last 2 sessions.
You say it like the rest of us. do,
I'ma just
Jimmy.
charge on in there.
All right.
When did you
You've
develop
got
it?
30 feet to reach the one with the glowing red face. You can
All right.
get 30?
Yep.
Let's do it. Now, charge means something
Well,
to
I'm not-
elk. I don't know if it means anything to you.
Doesn't mean anything to me.
All right.
I'm,
It's relevant because elk can charge. And they actually have something that happens when they charge.
Oh,
I will power attack.
Like your insta-death. Okay, go ahead.
I rolled a 1.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody's dice are on timeout
Somebody's
right now.
going to be knee-deep in elk poo.
Second attack.
Okay.
Power attack. That's a
And
little better. That's
What you got?
9 plus 6, 15.
15
Wait,
will,
I gotta add this thing too. 17.
will hit. Whew.
that was close.
It actually was close.
I will Divine Smite on top of that.
And this is going to be the red-faced one?
Yeah.
Is he in front?
Yes.
Yeah.
I figure he's going to charge the leader. And it's interesting that the glowing redness from the face of this elk helps you see better in the blizzard. There's a little bit of fog, but you can see right through it. It cuts right through the fog. What are you laughing
28
at?
damage.
This fog is
28
thick
damage.
As jelly
You could
brains.
see a little better right up until you put the light out.
You killed Rudolph.
Yep.
That was his name? And the others seem to be
Die?
kind of both sad and happy at the same time.
Yeah, he
And
was,
if you could read their minds, they could say something like their games could go back to normal again.
I can read their
Selfish
minds.
little elk.
It's Truk's turn.
Can I do I don't know what it is, but a knowledge,
Then no, you can't.
whatever the appropriate knowledge check is to discern their motive? Because I have no desire to shoot an animal that has not attacked me yet.
You
He
can
wants to
hold
hold
your
his
action.
action.
Let's do a wisdom check.
Cool. I'm going to hold, but I wanted to do a wisdom check first, and I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah.
Now here, let me describe what you could tell.
These might be
Calamity
bunnies.
just chopped down a grazing reindeer. And you have a drinking problem because you just spilled water.
I just spilled water all over my front
I'm
while
so
trying
sorry.
to
I
drink it.
didn't mean to laugh. That was just so
It
unexpected.
was damn funny.
It's awesome. Serious drinking.
Yeah, but the last you
Is that
remember,
what rolling a one
these
looks
elk
like?
were grazing, and Calamity just chopped the
randomly-
face off of one of them.
Yeah, I'm going to hold my action, but the second that one of them attacks me or another party member, then I'm going to charge with my short sword.
Okay, who's up next?
And by charge, I just mean run at 30 feet per... Actually, I get more than that.
Do you think you'll go to
Kurt.
Burger King and order a wapa?
Wow, JJ. That was lame as fuck. Kurt, can I just point out that what just happened was you rolled a 1 and went to go drink and it got all over you.
Yeah, you had a
Yes.
critical failure
Yes,
on your
yes.
water
That
drink.
was you demonstrating what rolling a 1 would look like.
I'm role-playing hardcore here,
In
folks.
real life.
One,
He
LARPing.
just LARPed a failure.
Cupid, Donner, Blitzen.
Hey, you're going to witness these elks attacking Calamity.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Why'd you
Bring
have
it,
to
son.
do that?
So does that mean my hold's
Oh my
off?
gosh. All right, I'm just going to roll each one. They're only getting
As soon
one
as one
attack.
makes contact,
I have
I
a
think.
26, an 18, and a
Lord.
22.
Holy God.
Hit, and hit.
Okay.
Damn.
Dude, you're going to get
I gotta
gored
stop
by
here.
some reindeer antlers.
It's going to look like a little
Okay.
pinball. Bum, 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 bum.
These poor innocent animals.
Maybe I'll learn
The
from this
three
mistake.
separate attacks are 6, 5, and 7. So 18.
Yep.
And they just converged on him. So now if you were holding to see something happen, your initiative would pick up now.
There's like 9,000 of them to attack, right?
There are now 8 of them because he put the lights out on one.
He killed Rudolph.
Or that, yeah.
Mama said, lights out.
No more monkeys jumping on the bed.
Guard your grill.
Did you take my list of awesome shuriken?
No.
No, you didn't.
I didn't take nothing.
You're really going to blow your wad on the first encounter?
Don't do it.
No, probably
Okay,
not.
I'm just
I
checking.
mean, but 8 is a lot. I mean, an exploding thing would be nice.
It died in 2 shots, the first one.
Yeah.
And the first shot, no offense, wasn't that hard. No offense to Elena.
All right.
She's the meat shield, not the damage dealer.
All right, I'm on with my short sword on just whatever the one is that's nearest to whomever's getting attacked.
The way I'm going to keep track of damage is I'm just going to go right in a row.
All right, and then I'm going
And
to...
Mickie, I'll let you know when each group is done.
Right, and I get a double attack, and then I'm going to use a key point for flurry of blows,
Good
and then
gosh.
a reaction, all that.
Good God, man.
But wait, does that all have to be on one, or can I go attack on one, attack on
You-
another?
you
flurry
You
of
can
blows?
spread the
distribute.
love.
Okay, attack on number 1. Wow, 11 plus. Wow, I haven't done combat in a long time.
You should have something
5,
to add to that as well. I think a D6.
4. Is that because of proficiency?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, so
Everybody,
that's-
when they attack, should be adding
20.
their proficiency die. 20 hits.
All right, so then I roll damage.
Yep.
Which is just going to be 1d6 plus 4. 10.
Okay.
Ghetto crit.
It's a good first attack.
It is a good first attack.
Is he still up?
Yes.
All right, then second attack on him. Yeah, second attack on him. 14 plus 4 plus the d6. 18, 23, I think.
That hit.
Damage is 1d6 plus 4. 8.
All right. That knocks out that elk.
Good job.
That didn't knock out the first one.
Oh, you said you were attacking a second one? I thought you were attacking the same one.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yes, okay.
It knocks
So
him
you
out, but it
knocked
doesn't kill him?
Well, it's no longer a threat.
Okay. Now, can I use my flurry of blows, which is what? That's 2 unarmed attacks?
2 more.
See, I look at it as you're punching and kicking them. He cut one's face off with a sword. There's a little difference. That one is obviously dead. Yours is no longer a threat. I like to describe it that way.
Well, I was short swording him.
All right. Well, technically, you reduced it to 0 hit points or less.
Okay.
Yes.
So those were short sword attacks, and now I'm going to go flurry of blows on the next one in line.
Okay.
Just like
Do
that.
it.
So you did get a
So that
I think this is
Rudolph
technically
and
because it's an
Dasher
added
are
one. It's
taken
a
out.
Whopper Junior, I think.
JJ, remind me, flurry of blows is
With cheese,
2 unarmed
apparently.
attacks.
in
which
France,
is-
it's a Royale with cheese
It is.
because of the metric
All right.
system.
I ordered one in Paris just so I could say it.
Do
They don't know the difference. That's all they do.
I get any bonus on unarmed? +4, yes.
totally
17.
different restaurant.
17 hits.
Oh, but only because of a 6 on the...
Yep.
All right, and then that is a 1d4 +4. 8.
Okay.
Nice. So 8 on that, and then I get a
Jingle
second
bells.
swing at him. Oh, yeah. 22 +4, 26.
Oh, yeah, that hit.
That hits.
Yep.
And then he does another 2 +4, 6.
6. That's going to work. You're going to knock that one out as well.
So you took out Dasher and Dancer.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing it kind of this way. I have 3, 3, and 3. Now the first of each group is done.
All right.
Why didn't you say something?
Hang on.
Well, I told you, I'm going to tell you when the groups are knocked out.
All right, so I
Right
don't
now,
have
none
any
of the
need
groups
to
are
use
knocked out.
waves
Each
or
group has
Poseidon.
2 left in it.
I don't need that. Okay.
So that's this right here. That's how I keep
So you
track of
killed
it.
Rudolph, Prancer, and Cupid.
1, 2, and 3.
it's okay. That's not.
Yeah.
All right, so now it's
Yeah.
Nessie's
So
turn.
the one,
Okay.
the one
Yeah.
I got with the unarmed blows is down as well.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't have to do anything else.
My favorite one is still up.
Well, you can. There's still 6 of them.
Well, no, but my only other option would be I have the way of the open hand, which when I hit with flurry of blows, I can do things to the target. But if he's already down,
Yeah, that one. Yep. Then definitely not worth it. Yep.
Nessalis's turn.
Go
Stop.
for it. Stop.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
She's going to talk telepathically with the animals.
Huh.
Animals.
Can she actually speak with animals?
It says you don't need to share a language with the creature for it to understand your telepathic utterances, but it must be able to understand at least one language.
So if it,
They do understand common. Think about it.
Yeah, they know when to go.
They
stop,
know.
ho.
They know how to
they
understand
can probably
common.
understand about 4 words of common.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say
I mean,
stop.
at least dash away. I mean,
I don't think you can discuss Nietzsche with them.
Probably not.
well,
but I
let's
could
find
tell them
out.
to-
Let's go for it.
I'm gonna tell them
Maybe
to
talk about something like the quantum discharge from the center of black holes.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm going to tell them stop.
Okay?
Go back in your room.
They are in the room. You
Oh, they
guys
are
have
in the
gone
room.
into the room.
If
to
we
fight
went
them.
in to slaughter them,
Go to the
Just so you know.
back of the room.
Go to the back of the
Or
room.
maybe I'll tell them to run away.
Go to your corner.
Go to your corner.
Yeah.
Tell them to run away.
They've got about 60 to 70 feet to move farther away, but they don't.
They don't.
They don't
Do they say anything
necessarily
back?
care.
They don't care.
Have they attacked us yet?
Yeah, they did.
yeah,
What
They all
you-
attacked you.
Yeah, it's like
Because he hit
a
him first.
what you get back is essentially a rejection. You don't belong here. Leave.
Run away.
If you want to, go ahead.
No, tell them
They have no desire to run away. They're home.
they're home.
Yeah,
Do I sense
because you're
like,
not able to command them. You're just able to communicate with them.
correct?
All right.
So my sense is they don't want us here in the room.
They don't want you anywhere.
Like they haven't left the room. We went
Right.
into the room to hit them.
Yeah.
So can I then tell Calamte and Truk to back away from them?
You can. You'll probably have the same effect as communicating telepathically with an elk. Yeah.
I'm going to tell them, back away, leave them alone.
Yep. Just about the same effect.
Nothing. Nobody listens to me. That's it. I'm done. I'm not hitting the reindeer.
All right. Elk.
Whatever. Top of the order.
All right. And that's the
Dasher and
Dasher
Dancer.
and
All right. They will both attack Truk because he has actually been more harmful to this point. I have a 19 and a 24. Truk.
Yes.
Armor class, 19 and 24.
That's going to hit both of them, I'm pretty sure.
All right. Then we have 7 and 6, so 13 damage.
Hang on, I'm checking my AC.
And they're antlering you.
My AC was 19. 19 hits,
Yep.
right? Okay. Damage is what?
13 antler damage.
Okay.
You've been antlered.
I've been antlered.
And who's up after that?
Elena.
Elena! What's up? You drew first blood.
She did
I think
shoot
talking
them
with the elk should be more animal handling than telepathy, just for future consideration.
Well, yes, but
They don't
the
really-
point of them understanding a language, in this specific case, I allow it because they do understand something.
Just because they're reindeer?
Because they're Nikko's reindeer.
Okay.
technically, yeah.
But if they were elk out in the woods.
No, heck no.
They wouldn't
Not
Okay,
a
understand.
all right,
chance.
okay.
No. These aren't wild elk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Think of all the children
Think of
What
all the
children?
that won't get their presents.
What?
What are you talking about, Nessie?
Just leave them alone.
Jingle bells.
Do we
Hold
see
my
anything?
action.
So they're
me.
holding. Have we seen anything in the room that's worth going in for? Have we looked?
We haven't even looked. We were too busy.
I mean, the room is
Nessie,
again,
where are
10
you?
feet per square,
Outside.
70 feet or
You're
so
outside?
deep. And
Am I
it just
still
looks
outside?
like a,
I didn't go in
let's
the
say
room.
a winter wonderland.
The only ones inside are these two.
I mean, is there any reason to
Chuckleheads.
slaughter all these elk for no?
No,
Guys,
there
back
isn't.
out of the room.
What if there's a huge treasure trove in there with like all kind of toys for good little girls and boys?
Try.
All the more reason to leave the reindeer alone.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay.
How many
But I've been
does
a
it
good little
take
boy.
to pull his cart? I'm not sure.
All right, so we're leaving this room.
Depends.
That's what
Is
Elena
he on
said.
the cart?
So you guys are going to walk out.
I'm going to
We never
ready
walked
my
in.
bow, but
The
me and
people
Nessie
who
never
are
went
in there.
Yeah, I'm going to ready my bow in case they try to charge out of the room at us. But I would
Okay.
like to ask the two of them to back out of the room,
All right.
if possible.
Is there anything?
Okay.
Is there anything in there? Not, now that they're
It
backing out.
looks like
A blizzard.
elk grazing in the woods.
Yeah, there's nothing
In that room, that's what it looks like.
We have no business.
So we just
messing with
slaughtered
them. 3
multiple elk for no
no reason. Because you guys are bloodthirsty.
My little
Well,
tree
no,
is
none of them
quivering.
actually drank the blood.
He's
mean,
quivering in my pouch.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's not happy.
Could just be cold. It's damn cold here, by the
Could be
way.
cold.
You are in a blizzard.
Let it snow. Let it snow. Hold him back anymore.
Let it
let
go.
Here I stand.
Let it go.
As we will end this episode. All right, so what do you guys do?
I love making Joe roll his eyes at me.
Going back to the next magical door that is barring your way further?
Yes.
And what are you doing
Does anybody
there?
disagree with that plan?
No.
Now that we've
Is
slaughtered
that here?
Rudolph and Prancer.
Yes, that is there.
Cupid.
And think of the same door. The colors might be a little different. The symbols are a little different, but it is clearly another magical barrier to proceed.
With lights.
It is not exactly the same door.
Does it have lights?
There are some different lights, but these lights seem to be pulsing and moving, and it's different, not the same door. To be very clear, you cannot use the same tactic.
Can I lick it?
Yes, you can.
And
about
what does
it?
it taste
Do you
like?
want to roll a dexterity check?
No, I don't want my tongue to get stuck to it.
That's why I
like,
need to
like the
check.
Christmas story.
That's exactly why I asked you to roll a dexterity check. If
triple
you're going to
dog
try
dare
to
you.
lick this door, we need to see if you can get off of it quick enough. That's what she said.
Well, you can you make fire?
Yes.
But my tongue gets stuck. Can you warm it up?
Like
can't.
that was like the perfect caveman sentence. You
Can
make
you
fire?
Yeah, go ahead, lick
Can
it.
you like warm it up? Just
yeah,
your finger a little
sure,
warm?
lick it.
All right, I'm going to lick it.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Now, what is it that you can do? It's like make fire. What is it you're doing?
I can
A
press the digitate.
Cantrip can make like a candle power type of thing. Okay, I could deal with that. Do a dexterity check.
Yeah, it was not particularly great.
Give me a total number
Yeah, why do you want
and
that?
tell me if it's above 12.
It is about 12.
Okay, so you get your tongue away quickly enough that you only leave a few taste buds on that spot that quickly freezes back over.
No effect on
What
the door.
did it taste like?
No effect on the door, except that it now has some of you in it. And it didn't before.
Oh, yay.
It's a happy door.
All right. Is there anything around on the floor or near the door that we can use?
Just some elk blood.
I think we should...
I'm kidding. It's not out here.
I think we should sing to the door.
Yeah.
What do you want
Well,
to
this
sing
one
to
is
the door?
no
Something happy.
tears.
I would like to touch one of the lights when he's done singing.
They're kind of moving, so it's playing like target practice to touch the lights.
Oh, so it's like those carnival
So
games.
give me a dexterity roll.
You got to catch it. Catch the light.
Let's see what happens with that.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
Is this?
Bum, bum, bum. Dun, dun,
Would I
dun,
roll a
dun.
skill check?
Yeah,
a
you
dex
are
check.
doing a dexterity. It's practically a dexterity saving throw. It's a check, though.
27.
27. You are able to touch where the light is, and you notice that while the light is there, when you touch that spot, before it moves away, that spot is slightly warmer than the rest of the door. As soon as the light moves, that spot gets very cold again, like almost frostbite to your fingertips immediately. Almost, but not quite. So you're able to avoid
Did the light
damaging
respond
yourself.
to
No.
my hand?
It did not. They didn't stop their random pattern. At least as far as you could tell, they didn't stop their random pattern. Because if it's random, how could you tell?
Yeah.
Do you share that the light?
Well, you
warmed
would
up?
see that happen, but you wouldn't know about it if it feels different.
Would you share the fact that it felt different?
Yeah.
What would you say?
It was like a warm spot, but it moved.
I'm gonna light it on fire.
That would be a dexterity check to light that thing on fire.
Well, I can create a bonfire. A four.
Oh.
She wants to set the whole door on fire.
A 5 foot. Everybody stand back.
Got to set the night on fire.
What do you guys think? Unless somebody gives me a better idea.
No, go for it.
I think
light-
any idea is better. But hey,
I would like to look around for clues
Light
before
this
she does that.
bitch.
Before she does
roll
that.
an intelligence check then.
She's like, stand back. She's rubbing her little hands together.
Everyone stand back.
Truk is going to just stand there and sing happy songs to the door.
16.
Roll a charisma check.
It might be about
Okay.
merry gentlemen.
It could be.
19
Very nice.
plus
Okay.
2. 21.
So Elena notices as Truk is maybe it's is it a sing or a chant? Maybe it's an old thing that you know from being
Just
monkey.
something happy.
Being monkey.
The as Truk is carrying on a rather harmonious melody, possibly humming two parts to himself, which is pretty talented for a monk. You notice the lights are slowing down on the door, like they're settling
Are
into
they
a pattern.
matching his song?
No, but they seem to be settling down, if you will.
We all have to sing together.
So she's rubbing her hands. She's got
Oh,
rolling up her
do your
sleeves.
bonfire, and then we're going to sing.
Are you gonna stop me? You're just gonna make me light this thing on fire.
No, I mean, I don't. I think we should.
I mean,
all
he's asking you not to light this thing on fire.
JJ, did you bring your chestnuts? Because you're about to have an open fire.
Not yet. His idea seems to be working. We'll go with it, and if it doesn't work, blow that shit up.
Fine, I never get to light anything on fire.
Yes, you do.
What are we gonna sing?
Although I guess I can't remember. It was the pirate setting you guys on fire.
Yeah, I haven't lit
that's
anything on
my
fire.
mistake.
Let's sing the happy.
Maybe you could come a wassailing.
Wassailing.
I was going to say we should sing the great old Centerland hymn known as "Snow is Cold and Stuff."
I
It's
like
a classic
it.
rhyme. I start, "Snow is cold and stuff, snow is cold and stuff," and then you go, "Snow is cold and stuff,"
It's like-
and then you go around.
It's like snow, snow, snow your boat.
exactly.
Snow, snow, snow your boat.
Snow, snow, snow is cold. Snow, snow, snow is cold.
Okay.
And at that point, the door dissolves away into snowflakes.
Yay, we had to sing to this one.
It's okay, Nessie. At some point, you'll need to use
You
your
have to
fire.
go caroling.
Wasn't she just?
What's that?
She was the one who just whined about being bloodthirsty, and she wanted to go fire a door.
Yeah.
She's got
Well,
some
the door
pent-up
doesn't
aggression.
bleed.
Door doesn't bleed.
She'll still have a chance to set something on fire, I'm sure.
She's got some issues she needs to work out.
You think? All
I'm
right.
gonna sing this.
As you get past that door, I have to get the next room out here. Hold, please, because I have to get it. Which one is it? This one, I
Near
think.
the door. It's cute.
This door is on fire.
That door will be on fire. Here we go. Here's the next one.
Oh, it's a happy little gingerbread house.
This one fits right there. Down at the end of the hallway, you see a room, and its walls are lined with frost. And on top of the doors, where you saw like rubies covered in diamonds, this is more of a pulsing orange glow coming from large crystals atop the walls of the room. And inside of that room, you see what looks like large boulders with sticks sticking out of the sides of them, and the boulders are stacked on top of each other, and they're white.
Snowmen.
You could say that.
How many?
It looks like they're just kind of wandering around inside of the room, and there's probably 3 or 4, maybe.
Do we see anything else in the room worth going in there for?
Not necessarily. Not from where you are in the hallway, about 60 feet away.
Is there enough snow on the ground that I can make a snowball?
Yes, there is.
Can I make a snowball and throw it at one of the snowmen?
Yes, you can.
I will do that.
Let's roll initiative.
Damn it!
I would just like to point out. I would just
Why
like
do we
to
keep
point out,
poking the tigers?
guys. Essentially, what Mickie just did was picked up a snowman body part and
threw it at him.
it.
Yeah,
Hey, JJ.
made sense to me.
Water?
Pepperoni, please.
Oh, you're
It's
going to open
noodles.
up that bag again?
Here it comes.
Oh
snap.
dear.
Yeah, the smell
Oh,
of
the
pepperoni
smell of JJ
permeates
burp.
the room. So, you want to do that?
Yeah,
And
sure.
what is everyone else going to do at
Why
this
are
point
we
in time? Is anybody going to...
Is anyone going to stop me?
Yeah, that's the point. Is anyone going to try and stop her?
I would like to try to stop.
Wait. Don't you
I'm
have,
actually just asking because of time. Really.
Don't you have, like,
Yeah.
cone of fire or something that would be highly effective here?
I have a my bonfire.
I'm gonna try to grab her hand.
Yeah?
So does she stop me?
I don't know. Are
Would you
you
let me
really,
stop
really
you?
trying to avoid her stopping you? Because I could imagine a fighter could stop a warlock from throwing a snowball unless the warlock really, really wants to try to not be stopped.
I want to see what happens. Okay, no, I won't. All right.
It doesn't zip. You gotta roll it.
You gotta roll it, bro. And so, what are we gonna do? You're just gonna stop her? Yep. You guys okay with? Yeah. All right. So you stop her from throwing it. Maybe her arm's going forward, and you hit it, and the snowball just kind of takes that 2-foot drop in front of her on the ground. And then Nessie says,
Fine. What do you want to do?
I'm going to approach the doorway slowly. Not doorway, but I guess doorway?
Mm-hmm.
Entrance?
"It is an
opening.
entrance. I would call it a doorway.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to approach
Maybe
that
there's no
slowly.
door there right now, but there probably is a door.
Okay.
Yeah. So inside, again, the room being, about 100 feet by 60 feet or so. It's a big room, and it looks like inside the room, there's a kind of a snow hill, and what these snow golems keep doing is they're going in a kind of an endless circle of they go around and they go up the hill and then they slide down on their belly to the bottom and they stand up.
Oh, that's
and
cute.
then they go around, and it's like 4 of them in this circle. And if it weren't so creepy, it would look like they're playing.
That's cute.
So,
Light them on fire.
I'm picturing like ears.
so doesn't
There's an
the
episode
the
title.
rhyme
Light 'em on
is
fire. Light 'em on fire.
the rhyme is let a Mary chase that day. So let's start chasing them. Frosty the Snowman.
Oh, yeah.
Let a Mary chase that day.
Frosty the Snowman.
He had to hurry on his way.
Just that day.
So he said goodbye, saying, "Don't you cry.
Aw.
I'll be back again someday and kill you."
God.
And kill you in your sleep.
Well, I think true. I would say that unless there's something in the room that we want to go in for, let's just leave them alone and keep going down the hall.
Fine. If you want to be the voice of reason.
Well, if we're gonna clear out rooms, let's go back and kill all those dang elk.
I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
Who's bloodthirsty?
All right, we'll leave the snow golem.
Blowing up a door is one thing.
Stupid snow golems. All right, so you go, and as I had said earlier, I forgot to write it in here, but there's another, right outside here, there's another magical door.
Okay.
And this door, it looks like out of character talk. Think of the barber shop pole where it's that constant red and white swirl that looks like it's moving. This whole door looks like that from top to bottom.
It's a giant candy cane.
This is the one we should have
What?
licked.
This is the one you should have licked.
And it's actually emanating the scent of peppers and maybe mint.
Maybe mint.
Maybe, man.
Yeah.
Maybe just peppers. Like a nice poblano.
Maybe you don't want to lick it. It could be a ghost pepper.
It smells a lot like an Albanian ghost pepper of doom.
Do you want to lick this
Or
one?
mint.
Are you going to lick it?
But it's almost like
lick
it's
it,
one of those.
lick it.
It seems like one of those optical illusion things. It's almost a hypnotic pattern. You feel if you stare at it too long, you might have to make some kind of saving throw.
Close my eyes and punch it.
Give me a strength check.
Throat punch it.
If it had a throat.
The whole thing is
Where's
a throat.
the throat on this damn door?
You are
A
weak.
9.
When you hit it, you realize what you're hitting feels like I don't know, a sponge that hasn't been wet. It's a weird feeling to
Like
it,
cork
but it
almost.
doesn't give. It almost chafes your knuckles a little. And
Interesting.
maybe it's the movement. Maybe it's like a belt sander, and you just punched a belt sander. That kind of feeling, maybe. Ow. Think it like when you and Kurt did the Wonder Twin powers earlier, and he got the worst of it on his knuckle. It might feel like that.
So now what?
Yeah. Now what?
Punching it didn't work. You want to sing to it again? Turk?
I tried punching. Now I'm all out of ideas.
You want to lick it again?
Can we freeze it so that it stops moving?
Huh.
Yeah.
Who has any kind of frost thing? And remember, you're standing in a blizzard. If it could freeze,
It would have frozen.
Wow.
Well,
Very good
you've got
chance.
those frost arrows.
Mm-hmm.
did Nessilis put on her Spider-Man shoes?
She did.
Okay. What I would say, when did you put them on? Before you guys left town? Before you came out here?
Your new shoes. Of
Right,
course
so
I
you
would
would
have
put them
brought
on.
them.
When you're in the Wizard's Tower, you're like,
Yeah.
can you guys throw away these old ones?
But
Absolutely.
you have to break them in. Have
Okay.
you really been wearing them the whole time?
So I can imagine as soon as you put on Spider-Man shoes, you're going to feel the difference in the tackiness of your feet on the ground and know how well you stick. You know, in this building, the shoes are having no effect.
Meaning I can't walk up the side of the door.
Meaning, when we read the description, it said it doesn't help you on ice.
So my shoes are.
Like icy and oily surfaces, they don't help you. Now, you still walk normally, but you can tell these slippers aren't having their stiction.
No stiction on the
Yes.
shoes.
Their
Okay.
stickosity is not working here.
That helps. Can we throw? I want to throw something at this door.
Throw Truk.
Come here, Truk.
He has wings. He doesn't need to fall.
Can I Eldritch Blast it?
You can. Let's see what happens.
Anybody against me Eldritch Blasting the door?
I feel like these things are all sort of
I
Christmassy.
feel like there's a theme here.
And tricky.
So
Is there a Christmas in Alamand? I don't think there is.
they feel
Oh, this has nothing to do with Alamand.
holiday.
This is entirely Joe Young.
Yeah, they feel like the holiday where you would say, the very best to you and yours at this most joyous time of the year. That
And
one?
So with the conveyor belt nature of this door,
JJ has his face buried in his hands while he's
I'm
talking.
going
It's
to
so
hug
cute.
Nessilis. Out of the blue. It's going to be super weird.
Okay.
with the conveyor belt nature of this door, I want to pass a gift into it. I will give
Damn.
the gift the potion of potion of heroism that I have.
What is wrong with you? Why would you put that potion in there?
So how are you going to do this? You're just going to set it up there and see what happens?
Yeah.
Okay.
See if it kind of, because it felt like it was kind of sandpapery, so maybe it was kind of tacky, some kind of sticky.
Okay, let's do an intelligence roll. See if you can figure out the right place to stick it.
17.
Yes. So as the potion hits the ground, right at the edge of the door, it shatters, and it's always got to be in glass, right? And the liquid itself kind of forms along the bottom of the door, and the next time it like goes around as a conveyor belt, that potion is across it, and it dissolves into the glittery snowflakes that fall to the ground.
So you gave it a gift, and that's why it went away.
Ta-da!
Well done.
Meanwhile, Nessus is like, "Why are you hugging me?"
I go and I poke Nestless. I poke Nestless.
I want to fireball the shack.
I did that.
I would have given it another gift. Swift kick on the side.
That's the same gift she's planning on giving you.
That's the same
Stop
gift.
hugging her.
Okay, so the next room that you guys can see down the right-hand side hallway has an orange ball flying out of it, and JJ ate it.
Lost a gumball.
Those are the hard candy balls.
They are. Holy shit.
Did
bite down
I
on
went
Did
to
you
crunch,
purposely
and it was
color
like,
code these rooms?
no.
Only so I could remember what was what.
Okay.
So that's
they're
like
not
room 1, 2, 3,
purposely
4,
in
5.
rainbow. Or, I mean, they are purposely in rainbow order, but it doesn't affect the rooms themselves.
No, not really.
Okay.
It's more subconscious than anything because they weren't built in that order. Yeah. Okay, so in this room, actually, I should say, you guys pass through the door. As soon as that door dissolves, muffled down in the distance, you actually hear like a steady tapping, like a
Tappity, tap,
bang,
tap, tappity, tap,
bang,
tap. Oh.
bang. But that banging is it's steady, but it's like steady from multiple different sources, like 20 carpenters hammering at something at the same
Oh,
time.
are these Santa's elves?
What?
Oh. What do we see
No,
inside the
they're-
room?
So after you turn the
Nikko's
corner,
elves.
down the hall, JJ is very pleased with something he has written.
What's it say?
You turn the corner, you see down the hall. It looks like down there a bunch of children at workbenches, like maybe a sweatshop. Now you're looking through 70 feet of blizzard. That's what you see down the hallway.
Now these dudes we can fireball.
They're children.
Yeah, they've got a hard life.
Kurt, lift your mic up.
Yeah.
Can we get closer and actually see if they're actually children?
It's a hard knock life
For us.
Since you said it, you get closer. Make me an intelligence roll.
They might just be little
Please,
halflings.
Mickey. And tell me you got over 10.
I got over 10.
There's zombie halflings of some type.
Oh, great.
Zombie halflings.
Now we get to
Definitely not
fight
real
'em.
children. Because you're looking to see if they're real children. They're not.
Fireball the shack.
And they
Fireball!
are, as you're close enough to notice that, they're sitting at benches with like hammers, and they're hammering little tacks into wooden structures. One of them looks like it's making a birdhouse. Another one is making like a little cart, and they're making small things. Maybe they could look like toys, perhaps.
So yeah, these are Santa's little elves, but they're all
I don't get it.
zombie halflings, so we must destroy them.
Okay.
Who's with me?
You say zombie?
Because if you're not with her, you're against her.
I would imagine that the paladin does not want the zombies to.
I don't know. It just seems like a pretty good operation. I mean,
They're very
you don't-
efficient in making little wooden things.
You don't need to feed them. They just kind of do
need
their
to
thing,
pay
and
'em.
you sell them. I don't know.
So I can imagine you guys taking a few seconds to discuss this. And apparently one of them hears you talking, and 10 heads swivel and look directly at you, and their eyes like flash red momentarily.
That's fine. Everything else hasn't come out the door.
Okay. So are you guys,
feel like
what,
we're gonna
what,
get
what
to
you guys won't do?
I'm going to create a bonfire inside there.
Yeah, you want to warm them up?
I feel like we're going to get to the last room, and like all of the things that we didn't attack previously are just going to be like, ha, fuck you.
Pretty much.
It very well could be.
Oh, you just gave him an idea. I'm going to turn...
What, you think he didn't already think of that? He said before we started this that we needed to go in all of the rooms.
Pretty much.
He said that.
I missed that.
He said that.
I made it so that you could not get to another place without getting through a magic door, and you're going to see each of these rooms. But yeah, I did mention that you should be in each room. Either way, we're good. We're good.
Create a bonfire. It's 5 feet by 5 feet. I'm going to
Okay.
light their little asses up.
So kind of like in the middle of this, what is a large room overall? What is that, 60 by 50 feet or so? And they pay no attention to it. And after a few moments, if you guys aren't doing anything else, they go back to their...
So wait, so the ones that got lit on fire, nothing?
They don't really care.
Nothing happened to them?
I mean, they might be hurt, but what does a zombie care?
I fired it.
Now, I'm waiting. I mean, if you guys say I attack them, then we're going to roll initiative, because I would say otherwise it's not a big deal at this point, because they don't care. It's a zombie. They're undead.
Paladin, what do you want to do?
Let's keep moving.
Keep moving.
We're gonna.
We can come back and wipe them out if we have to.
They're gonna come and wipe us out.
Dude, I got a lot of hero points. Let's roll, baby.
I got a lot of hero
We're
points.
gonna
I don't think I've ever
used.
used one.
All right, so you go up. Then the next spot, you have another door, and this door looks like across the door there are runes that in several different colors, like different colors of the rainbow, not in order, and they're kind of draped side to side across the door, and the lights are blinking in different orders as you look at the door.
Aww.
And
So it's like Christmas lights.
like what now? I mean, possibly, whatever that is. Actually, I still have my. I completely forgot. I have.
Well, if it's like that, then that's like 2 hours of my mother and father fighting about how to put them on the tree.
Yeah, that could be it.
Oh, that's so cute. It's an itty bitty one.
It's from our trip to the Roper Mountain Lights last year.
Hey, Calamte, you have any bright ideas?
I do not.
I get it.
Oh, that wasn't a
right?
pun, was it?
Not this time.
Oh, I'm sorry. That laugh was for no reason then.
No. It's okay. So what do you want to do? Silence is not
You want to
golden.
cast light on them?
Light on light.
I can cast darkness on him.
Do you
Yeah,
have
that'd
you
be
have
better.
darkness?
Is that a spell?
I do.
Yeah, I do. But
Cool.
I was gonna say I was thinking light would light them all up, but darkness. Light
I've got
it all.
darkness. It's
Okay.
a 15
Wait.
foot radiant spear, magical darkness.
And that is a spell, right?
It
It's
is
not
a
cantrip?
spell. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you're going to cast it, make sure you use up that spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
You said
Which might
wait.
come back to bite us when those elk
I had
come
an
running.
idea, but I'll wait.
Britt said wait. What? Go ahead with your idea while she's contemplating
Explain
her
what the
spell.
lights are doing again.
It looks kind of like they're flashing at random
Is
times.
there a line?
Is there? No, they're clearly in the formation that a line could be drawn between them, but there is not a line between them.
I would like to touch the one all the way to the left, if I can reach it.
You can't reach 15 feet up. However, the one farthest to the left that you can reach it, and yeah, touching it has no effect.
What about smashing one of them with a sword?
I was thinking
They're
I wanted
more like
to
runes carved into it.
like
I mean, you could
trace.
try
I
and
want to
scratch
like
out or-
trace a circle around it
Okay.
counterclockwise.
What is the desired effect? Because that seems like a very specific request.
Well, specifically, I'm trying to unscrew it
Okay, I like that idea. Okay.
because I know that Christmas lights, not that this has anything
no,
to do
of
with
course
Christmas,
not. No.
work on a circuit, so a bunch of them would go out.
That very well could. So give me, I would call that a dexterity roll, as you're being very specific about what you're trying to do with a actual. You're doing a what do you call it? Manual dexterity operation.
22.
A 22. Okay, so Nessalus, as you're contemplating the darkness spell, remembering the right verbal and somatic components, perhaps, Elena scratches a counterclockwise circle around one of the lights, and they all go out. and the door collapses in snowflakes onto the ground.
Damn it! I never get to do anything.
Got one!
I got one.
I did that.
Alright, guys, I've exhausted my usefulness for the day.
Nice.
All right.
All right, JJ, we're going to take up that spot right in front of you next.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I gotta move my dice. Oh, no, snap. Oh.
Oh, this one's purple. Oh, it's little snowflakes.
Goes right there. So down, this is a more narrow hallway. It's only about 10 feet wide. And down at the end of the hallway, you actually just see the hallway ending in a wall. It looks like a dead end.
There's no door.
He said there's no door.
Hold on.
Excuse me.
I have a guess as to what's in there.
Thank you.
Do you, Kurt? I'm curious. Just say it. I'm curious.
Is it green?
Yes.
It's the Grinch.
We're on the same wavelength.
Psycho, man.
So there's no door.
He's a
Well, actually, can we walk up right up to the wall and look down very, very low and see if I see anything?
Give me a wisdom roll, please.
18 plus 4 is 22
snap.
plus 3 is 25.
As you approach the wall, you do see underneath there's a faint, multicolored blinking glow, like at the bottom of the wall, like you're looking at a door and it's just that little gap underneath, and you detect the faint aroma of pine.
But there's no door. I don't see any little...
It doesn't look like there's a door.
Not like a little one that maybe a Who Down in Whoville could walk through? 'Cause that's...
Now see, the green that you're saying may not have been the green I was thinking. But, yeah, because if you were thinking Grinch, that wasn't what I was thinking.
Oh, that's what I was
Sorry.
thinking.
I was thinking more along the lines of, a
Something
tree,
that smells
a treant,
like pine?
a Christmas treant.
Oh, that's funny.
So take a guess at what's in the room.
A giant Christmas tree?
Hey,
tree.
it's your sapling's father.
Oh, snap.
Maybe my sapling can talk to them and get them to open. Maybe my surname my sapling Grinch.
Sassling?
No.
My sapling.
You could call it sassling if it starts talking back to
Here
you.
we go.
You can call him Sassafras.
Sassafras.
Sassy ass.
Sassy ass sassafras up your ass in his
Whoa.
ass.
Is there anywhere I can
Lord.
put my fingers under where the lights
That
are?
escalated.
I
put the
say
fingers where?
in his ass, and the next sentence that occurred, is there any way I can put my fingers up there?
I'm still thinking about it.
Yes, yeah, give me a strength check. You can put your fingers up under there.
I can put my fingers up under there and pull really hard.
You just need a strength check.
Let's do. 12.
Okay, what you do when you lift, it's like I'm thinking garage door. As soon as the manual garage door, as soon as you get it past that first 6 inches, it just kind of opens itself, and this wall just kind of folds up into the ceiling, and inside are what look like 4 pine trees with lights dazzling around them, and they appear to be like square dancing or something. It's a weird look inside this room, but they are very large trees, like 15-foot tall, 10-foot wide pine trees, and they're just moving around in some kind of hypnotic pattern.
So they are hypnotized.
Anything else, if I look around the room carefully for any other treasure chests or anything that might be
Presents.
15, 20.
These are like more old-fashioned treants, where they appear to have some things that might be valuable strewn about the tree itself, nothing underneath them. Those New Age treants stick stuff under them, but the old-fashioned ones, they hang them upon them.
Can I tell what might be hanging on them?
Not without getting within arm's reach,
Go ahead.
says I.
Go invisible.
I think we should keep moving and come back to these rooms after we figure out what else is here.
We're gonna die.
That's a definite possibility. It could even be probable. But we'll see.
We're not clearing these rooms. We're gonna die.
You think we should go back and clear them all?
So now do you want to approach the final magical door at the end of the hallway?
Do we have
I mean,
anyone
we
who can
don't
do any
know
kind of
that
barrier
it's the
spell?
final door.
You do now.
Can you do any type of barrier?
Your characters might not. But
Wall
you
of
do.
fire.
Oh no, we knew because we can see the map, but the characters don't know that. It's
Do you have
final
any
door.
barrier spells of any kind? Or
I
wall
will
of
need my
fire?
player's handbook, Kurt, because y'all about to get some stuff happening. So
We're
I think
gonna-
that Kurt, I think that's your note.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
So
But
yes,
I mean, I can make an illusion, but as soon as they touch it, they'll see it's an illusion.
Well, you know what? If we have to do some ass whooping,
if
we'll
we
do
have
some
to
ass
do
whooping.
some ass whooping.
If we're forced to.
Although the 10 zombie elves could be problematic.
You think?
I don't
They're not
see
zombie
why.
elves, they're zombie halflings.
Oh,
they are
pardon.
knee biters.
They're not ankle biters.
You know, I was
No, they're a
thinking
little
about
bit
that as
taller
I
than
said it. Of course, I'm thinking Santa's elves because that's a creature I'm trying to make, but they can't be elves. They have to be halflings because elves would be too tall in D&D world.
True. Do we have
Anyway,
any,
yeah, I
any,
thought
any
about
area
that.
of effect spells of any kind?
Negative.
How can you have no area of effect spells?
I'm a
So-
warlock.
So the last
Not a wizard.
the last door has what looks like a series of numbers passing by. When you look at the last door, it is magical runes, but it looks like numbers in some weird order, maybe.
That's
looks
the
like-
Black Friday door.
It's a Black Friday door. And you got there on Cyber Monday, damn it!
What numbers?
It looks like it's counting 1 to 24 over and over and over.
It's like an advent calendar.
And underneath it, it says, "This is not an advent calendar." And it keeps flashing that in angry red. Not that I'm saying anything. But.
1 to 24.
I'm Jack Bauer. Open up.
It doesn't do anything.
Oh.
Roll a pop culture reference. Minus 20.
Minus 20, seriously.
Unless you roll a natural 20. Yeah.
I would think
what
we
do
want to
you guys'
stop it on
thoughts
24,
around
but I
that?
don't know how we would do that.
And it's pretty quick. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 24. 1, 2, 3, 24.
All right, can I examine it?
And,
see if
and
there's
think
any
of the
clues?
old alarm clock kind of thing where it's just flipping through the numbers. That kind of look. And it's all a magical thing happening.
So it's
not like
always
you could
going
just-
to the 24th day, but never to the 25th.
If we're talking about days, yeah.
Yeah, because on the 25th day, he comes out.
Maybe, I don't know.
Da-da. All right, can I investigate, like look around the door, see if there's any clues to how to open it?
Sure. Let's do an intelligence check.
Woohoo!
What you got with that?
Duh.
What's your role got to do with me?
20.
I ain't trying to hear that.
I ain't trying to hear that, see?
You hear like what's you're paying specific attention to the door mechanism, let's call it, and you're hearing that as it goes from 1 to 24, it sounds like the door is starting to unlock. You hear like tick 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 tick, tick, and it's getting a little bit louder, and as it hits 24, it goes back to 1. You hear it reset. Like if only it could go one farther, maybe it would open.
So we need to stop the counter and move it to 25. Get to it.
All right, so I will. You said it's like an alarm clock flipping.
Yeah, it looks like that. And it's all magical, but it looks like that.
I want to take a dagger and stick it into the edge just so I can kind of slow it down and
Okay.
manually keep cranking until it gets to 25th.
Strength. You're attacking a magical thing with a non-magical thing. Let's see how you can handle that.
Strong like bull.
That is a 22.
Yes. So you stop it, and you're able to do what you were saying.
And so I crank it past 24, or is there a 25?
There is not a 25. The next number, as you start to move it, looks like a 1, and maybe you set it back down.
So you stopped it on 24.
It is now stopped on 24. So it's like, you know that there's a doorway, I think almost every house has one, where you turn the knob and it doesn't quite make it all the way and you got to force it that extra. He tried to force it that extra, but this isn't the way to do it. You've got to be able to force it a little bit extra in order to get the mechanism to where you can push the door open.
Maybe
How do
we
you
have
get it
to
to
smear
25?
it with zombie halfling blood.
You know, I like that idea. Roll for zombie halfling blood.
Maybe we have to rub an elk paw on
Or
it.
rub some bacon on it.
Rub some bacon on it. Just rub some dirt in it. Is there? No, there's plenty of snow.
You
Right.
could let it snow. You could sing
That
from
won't hold
Frozen
me
like
back
Kurt
anymore.
did. I would prefer you did
Yeah,
not.
the fans at home are going to love this episode.
We
Oh,
pick
yeah.
up snow and throw it at it. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Anybody have any ideas? Elena, Truk, the other guy.
I think what if we were like, could you magically draw
A 5.
a 25 on there?
Like prestidigitate a 25.
Yeah, because prestidigitation will like leave an ephemeral.
I'll do that. I do what he just said. Prestidigitate and 25.
When you do that, you hear the sound of like some kind of bells that you might hang on a horse or something.
Oh, jingle bells.
You hear, yeah, that could be it. You hear that sound, and kind of off in the distance, you hear a very gruff
We let it out.
and roll initiative.
We let it out. We're gonna die.
We're gonna die. We're all gonna die.
Oh, a 1 on the die, baby. I love
Still 13.
it.
As the door dissolves into snow, you see the room that Bridget made.
Aww.
So pretty.
It's about to be smeared with all of our blood.
If we can, sure.
Truk, what you got?
A 1.
Plus?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll be the bottom.
I've got a 2, so it doesn't matter.
As long as I can be the top.
Mickey,
I think I'm +4. I think I'm a 5.
if you could write Nikko,
No, I'm 6. I'm sorry.
Nikko,
6.
as 17, and then
Nikko.
also give me an initiative at 13 and 3, please.
What you got, Steven?
I got a 7.
a 7. Fantastic.
That's not so good.
That ain't so good.
That ain't so good.
I don't move fast.
I'm not a smart man, Jenny.
But I do know what love
I
is.
know what love is.
Oh, we've got a fun group of people here at the shed.
All right.
That's one way to put
So
it.
who we got first up?
Nico's first.
Really? Nice.
No, not nice.
What does Nikko look like?
All right.
Is he wearing crimson?
In the middle of this room, there is
It would be
what
Nico.
I'll just
Elena.
describe it. He's a deranged wizard. Okay.
Is his last name
and this
Suave?
guy, Sa'eent.
Nikko Suave?
Nikko Sa'eent.
Oh.
Okay. And that's actually, I'll say that his name plate is above the door, so you know that why not. And what you see in there is, it's kind of hard to describe. He does kind of look old, maybe a little jolly, but he's got this huge grin on his face, but it's an evil-looking grin. He has a wizard's hat that looks like the wide brim has been replaced with tufts of frost around the edge, and his dark crimson robe has edgings of white puffy frost on it.
Does he shake his belly like a bowl full of jelly?
Now that's just racist. Against jolly old elves. I mean, what you got against
not-
them?
That might be a race.
And he is murmuring some noises while at the same time you hear this echoing of ho, ho, ho throughout the room. Who's up next?
Elena.
What does Elena do?
I got an idea.
Make him shut up.
She takes a second to listen to Calamity.
And you can talk freely, right?
Yeah. Nico, we're here to reestablish the Scarlet Crusade.
The Crimson Order?
The
Crimson
Crimson
Order. One of those
Scarlet
thingamabobs.
I'll allow it.
Crimson Order.
Tell him we've come back.
Ah,
He's
you can
waiting
say
for the
that.
return
He is.
of
He's
the
waiting for the
Crimson Order,
return.
right?
We're back. We're back.
you think we can convince him we are?
I don't know.
Whoever is going
I don't mean to usurp your idea. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Whoever is going to attempt to convince him of something, make a charisma roll. One person.
That's
I
you,
got
dude.
this.
You got this.
Because regardless of what you're telling him, you're going to try and make him not do what he's about to do.
Like, kill us.
Right? And let's see if you can be convincing
Do you
enough
have a little bonus on charisma?
for
I got
him.
+4,
Oh, nice.
and I'm proficient.
nice.
Wow!
Yeah.
25.
I had 24. I was holding the fingers up already. You beat me by one number. Okay.
25.
Wow!
He does pause in the whatever incantation he was doing, but he does not answer you. What was Elena doing? I think Elena was first, right?
Yeah.
So this conversation happens
we
while
tell
you are whatever it is, knocking the arrow, whatever it is. This conversation happens. He pauses in what he's saying, but you're still mid-action. What are you doing?
What is he doing? Can I?
It doesn't look like he's not going to not kill you.
How long
It
have
doesn't
we been
look
standing
like he's
here?
not gonna not kill.
He's still aggressive, but he has paused in what he's doing. He was taken off guard by something someone said. How about that? He is not a snowman who's just going to ignore you and continue belly sliding down the hill, because this is the last encounter of the dungeon.
Basically, as soon as we saw him, we started combat, right?
We rolled initiative because you invaded his inner sanctum, as it were.
Does that mean that we're in combat?
You are in initiative. What you choose to do with that initiative
I'm
is
asking-
probably going to be combat. Nobody has attacked you
Yeah.
yet, and you have attacked nobody yet.
I'm asking because specifically my know your enemy thing
Yeah.
says I have to observe them outside combat. Does in initiative mean that we are,
Yes,
in,
you are in
combat and I
combat.
can't do that?
You wouldn't have a minute to study him
Okay.
anyway. Technically, in this situation, he wouldn't give you a minute to study him.
I would.
However, a
ready-
quick glance of him, it's a wizard who is probably going to kill you because you have come into his house with like a sword and a bow and all that stuff, which wizards don't care for.
I would ready a super cool
Also
frost
killed some of
arrow.
his pets.
Okay.
He doesn't
Ready
know that
it,
yet.
meaning you're not going to do anything yet.
I'm not going to shoot him yet.
Okay, who's up after
Number
Elena?
13. Who's 13?
Okay. You hear from behind you. It sounds like a tree walking,
Oh, fantastic.
but at a distance. Not right away.
From
So
a
you can put
distance,
Christmas tree ant if you'd like.
the world. Got it.
Who's up after
Calamte, you're
that?
next.
So if you want to change his actions, you can use your action to change his actions. In the meantime, you've paused him.
Yeah, I want to continue on in the same sort of vein. I want to see, have you heard of my ancestor?
Fred Flintstone.
Can't remember the name right now. Holy crap.
I can't either. Askaroth is the city.
It's the city, but I
the
can't remember.
empire. But that guy.
Yeah, that
The
guy.
ancestor-
Have you heard of my
the
ancestor?
The ancestor. What?
This is it.
Shut your mouth.
He is rebuilding Azkaranth as we speak, and he is looking for help in any way, shape, or form.
As an active thing, this will be charisma opposed. And I... What you
That's
got?
not a good
That's
sign.
not a good sign.
Yeah?
There's 4 showing.
Yeah, it's a total of an 8.
I got 21 this time.
Yeah.
All right. He goes back to whatever he was saying, and the canting and that echoing sound, and instead of the ho ho, it's like no, no, no.
Not in my house.
After that,
Nesilice's turn.
Nesilice's turn. He's gone back to being evil.
How?
Oh, sorry. I
He
skipped
paused.
Truk.
Completely
Truk.
skip
He's kind of easy to skip.
Me? I want to tell him that we've all
Put your
been.
mic up, please.
I want to tell him that we've all been very good boys and girls, and we would never be naughty.
Really?
Yeah.
Are
As a
you
as a
doing
bonus
something
action.
to attempt? All right, so you're not attempting to change his action. What are you doing as a real action?
Can I do that?
I'm such a good boy.
If you are trying to change his action, we are going to do a charisma check opposed by him. That's what JJ just did. It did not quite work for Calamity.
Yeah, I would tell him as...
Are you trying to change what he's doing?
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to do a charisma roll, but go ahead with what you want to say.
Let's see if I have to waste the time.
I would rather you waste the time and have a bad roll than waste the time and have a good roll.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to try to convince him that we've been very good while serving the Crimson Order.
I can't do 26 because I don't have another finger on this hand.
I don't think we're going to be able to persuade him. No.
Not with what you rolled, at least.
No.
No.
There's nothing I could roll that would beat that.
It's all been double digits, higher than 15 on the die. So. Okay.
Now
then,
it's Nessilis' turn.
Now Nessilis.
So Nessilis takes a really good look at his outfit.
Yep.
And then she turns around and casts or does her Mask of Many Faces.
Really?
Right? Does that make her look?
She can make herself look like anything, yeah.
She can make herself look like him, but the female version.
Yep.
And be like, "Hi,
look, I'm
honey.
here with boobs. I'm home.
I'm home."
You're going to be Mrs. Sa'eent?
I'm going to be Mrs. Sa'eent.
Or Saint. Yeah, Saint works as well. Yeah. So you can make yourself look like that, but you also have to be convincing, right?
Correct.
So let's do a charisma roll for you as well. Let's see how this goes.
You're proficient in charisma.
Oh, I can't. I had 18.
Yeah, we got
It's 21 on the dice.
Plus,
How can you get 20 on the dice, not on the die? Like, what the is she
26.
rolling? Okay.
Boom.
You get him to pause again. He is no longer aggressively trying to kill you with whatever magic thing he was about to do.
I would like to
Yeah.
undo my bow that I had prepared.
Okay.
And seeing that what she did had started to work, and I can change my outfit at least.
That's right. Your armor.
Yes, my
can
armor
be made
can
to look at like something else.
Yes,
Scarlet
like
robes.
like scarlet,
Like the
robes,
Crimson Order.
like Crimson Order.
See,
robes.
I originally wrote Scarlet, but I said Crimson in the previous episode. so I
because
gotta
you
stick
said
with it.
Scarlet.
Now everyone else is going
we
to
are
say
going
it.
to get
Yeah.
confused now.
Okay, so you're going to do that. Are you going to attempt to be convincing, or are you just going to try and blend in with her?
I'm trying to blend in with her.
Then that will be your action, and we'll see how he reacts to that, I think, shortly. Who's up after that?
Number 3.
All right, nothing from there yet right now.
What is it?
Nothing yet. I'll let you know if it happens.
Nico's turn.
Okay. He apparently was mid-spell, and as he finishes that spell, well, actually, I guess it's going to be everybody, because after the door went open, it opened the whole area. Everybody falls up to the ceiling.
Oh, fantastic.
But you get to do a saving throw here, I believe. Hold on a second. Or is it? Actually, dexterity saving throw. Well, yeah, I'm going to do it only because we have this mini in front of us. If you make your dexterity saving throw, and you want to, you can grab onto one of these front angled walls to stop from falling up to the ceiling.
Everybody has an additional +4 for being near me.
Okay.
Are you buffing?
an additional +4?
Yep.
He's
And I have evasion, so if I fail, I only take half.
So it's a dex, right?
a dexterity saving throw, yes.
We got it. Wow.
Oh, hold on.
We got max dice over here.
The die is a 16, or the DC is a 16.
31.
Okay. Do you want to grab onto something to not fall up to the ceiling? What is happening right now is Nikko has cast reverse gravity. Everything goes up. Gravity is reversed for everyone except for him. If you make a dexterity saving throw, you can grab onto something to not go up.
Yes.
Yep.
What was the DC?
16.
Wow, I somehow failed.
Even with my +4?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
35.
35. Oh my gosh.
You are dexterous enough for everybody.
My save sheet,
You are
put
going up.
1d20 plus 1d8.
I'm going to grab a wall
plus
and try to grab
4. What is
Nestles with
that?
the other hand.
That's
I want
next
it.
level.
Try.
I got it.
For
You only get
anybody,
D6.
Never mind.
for anybody
Who didn't
who-
make
Everybody-
it.
21.
Do I add my
True.
+5 from here on top of that? So dex saving throw is all that
So it's
plus
it's
5?
1d20 plus a d6 plus 5.
Do you not
So
have a
if you save,
special
let me
save box?
make sure
Plus
you
5.
guys have this clear. If you save and you choose to grab onto the wall, you are essentially hanging from a cliff with about a 7-foot drop. If you do not grab it, then you're going to have a 10-foot fall to the ceiling, as it were. Okay, so you will have to be holding on, which means if you're using a two-handed weapon, you had to drop it. If you're using a one-handed weapon and a shield, you have to drop one or the other to grab on. And that's going to end up on the ceiling because it's going to fall away.
Kurt, don't matter about it. You got slow fall anyways.
Except for Nikko, everything is now flipped. You're now walking on the ceiling if you failed. And if you didn't fail, you're hanging between the floor and the ceiling.
Does our skirt now fly up over my head?
No, because it's gravity. Still down. It's just reversed, right?
I'm on the ceiling. So we're walking on the ceiling normally?
So if anybody who chose to go to the ceiling is going to take a d6 of falling damage.
I reduced my falling damage by 50 because of slow fall.
By 50? So roll a d6 and let's see if you still take any damage.
2 minus 50.
Okay, so you heal 48.
It's one of my monk things. I basically can't take falling damage because I'm so nimble.
That's pretty cool.
You're like a kitty cat.
He's like parkour master.
So does this mean that I can can I shoot arrows and throw darts from the ceiling upside down?
The gravity is completely normal for you. As far as you guys are concerned, the gravity is normal. You're just walking on the ceiling and he's walking on the floor. Nikko is still where he's supposed to be because gravity reverses for everyone
else. And the rest of us are right.
Yes. However, when you examine the situation, you realize none of your handheld weapons could reach him. And he's a wizard.
Gotcha. Sounds like it's time for an exploding shuriken.
Okay. Who's up after Nikko?
Elena.
My ancestor needs help with Zerath.
Oh, I like that.
You're going to skip Elena. Okay.
No, Elena.
The other Elena. He's the other Elena.
What are you talking about?
Elena's up next.
It's Elena's turn.
She already took her turn. It went to Nikko.
Nikko's the top of the order.
Yeah. And who's after
then
that?
How did she changed her thing to, after you did your thing, she changed her glamour.
So she's,
so she's now at the bottom.
We might have.
She held. Yeah, we've been monkeying around with this a bit.
3 comes after me.
Yeah, they didn't.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
It's just not appeared
Who's
yet.
number 2 after Nikko? Elena?
So since Elena's out, then it's the tree ant, then Calamte.
Okay. So the Christmas tree ant comes to the doorway on the opposite side and just stops there as if it's going to try to stop you from escaping.
Oh, great. Now it's your turn.
So
if you want to change what he's doing, we're going to do an opposed roll. Because we're going to have you taking an action. Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's worth rolling unless you have a 20. I got a 19 on the die again.
You had an 18 on the die.
I have 24.
Yeah, he's got a plus 10.
Hero?
Oh, well, can you get past 29?
Yeah, with a 5 or better. Yep. 5 or 6. 3.
Oh. All right. So you don't stop. I mean, he doesn't. He's kind of distracted. The spell he was casting went off, and he's just kind of distracted.
Yeah.
So I just let the spell he was already in the middle of happen when it was his turn. He's curiously looking at Nessalis's claws, and Elena, who are dressed similarly, and the mention of the Crimson Order and other stuff. He's confused. And he was already insane, so that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's right at home.
Who's after that? Truk. So you're on the ceiling. With your wings, you could fly up to him. Otherwise, you can't reach him.
So I could do a ranged weapon attack, or I could fly to him.
Yes. You're in that unique situation that you can fly to the floor.
Right. I mean,
as it were.
We're attacking him now, right?
No.
No, we haven't done it yet.
Well,
Nobody has caused him any damage.
We're trying to convince him not to kill us.
We've been highly successful, unsuccessful with our charisma checks.
Well, we are super
successful. Let me ask you guys to take a minute to come up with a strategy because I have to empty my bladder.
Y'all are passing notes over there. Do we want to... Do you want to share that with me?
I can communicate telepathically with him.
So she could become a voice in his head. Since he's already insane.
Yeah, I feel like combat is a bad solution here, given how much
DM's wife?
stuff is waiting outside of
What's
the room.
happening?
She's not mic'd up. Let's not talk to her.
She can just be a voice in my head.
So if I'll just hold,
Yeah.
I'll take my exploding shuriken, be ready, and hold.
You gotta just pull it out and just be like holding it,
I'm waiting.
In my hand.
Waiting. I've got good control over this.
You've got fantastic control. It's my turn next. So what do you want? What do you guys? So I would be talking to you, Clamte, telepathically. What do you want me to say to this dude?
I think you
in
should
his
be the
head?
voice of Rudolph, the dead elk, in his head.
Oh, God.
Well, he doesn't know he's dead.
He doesn't know he's dead.
That's true.
I would
those
actually
are good.
cast. I would actually cast Detect Thoughts.
I don't have
That-
to set thought.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I do.
So you can actually hear what he's thinking, and give us a little insight into what might be a good keyword.
I mean, remember, we need to learn about the Archdruid's location from
Him.
him. If we kill him, unless we find something in his lair or in his dungeon, then we're in trouble.
Exactly. So
Oh, we're done with the door.
Oh, we ate the door.
Can I have the back part? Thanks.
All right, so you're going to cast Detect Thoughts?
Correct.
And then can you speak with him telepathically, or is that too many
She can
actions
read his mind, and
And speaks with him.
on one turn?
He'll let me do it in one turn, but yeah.
He probably will. I think that's a plan, but what are you going to say? Depends on what he's thinking.
What should I say there, Mr. Clamte?
Let's see what he's thinking
find out what he's
first.
thinking.
Right, we have a plan.
I'm back. All right, give me just a moment. I'll sit down
Did
here.
you hear us when we were
and-
out?
No, I did not. I don't have the headphones in. Oy. Which
Yeah,
means
the
it's going to be
headphones
just as
don't
much.
move.
It's going to be just as much of a surprise to me as it will be to Brittany when you guys tell me what you're thinking.
That is so true. I was busy eating gingerbread, sorry.
Really? Which one did you break?
The door.
The door is gone.
She bit into it, so I just asked for the back off of it.
Oh snap! All right, all right. Here we go. I'm back.
Gingerbread, actually, not ginger snap.
So Truk held his action.
Bridget, do you want that?
Oh, it's so cute.
What is it?
It was Bridget made a little treasure chest thing. It has gumdrops in
Oh
it.
my God! That's
She made that.
Is there a treasure chest somewhere?
Sugar drops and gum
Well,
drops.
just there on the
what
table.
rain that would be.
Okay, y'all, clue me into your plan. I think we've
So
got about
Truk-
5 minutes left to wrap this one up.
Truk held his action.
Yeah.
It's Nessalis' turn.
Go for
I'm
it.
going to cast Detect Thoughts, which allows me to read the thoughts of one creature.
Okay.
Or sense invisibility. It was a wisdom save to
Well, you can detect his surface thoughts without giving him a save.
His surface thoughts is like reading a crossword puzzle that an 18-month-old did.
So it's crazy.
Yeah,
But if I go deeper,
with their eyes closed, with invisible ink.
I can go deeper, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's a wisdom save to save. It's a wisdom throw to save.
Is your DC better than 14?
She has to roll a 1 or better to make it so.
Okay. Then yes. Right.
Well, you just roll 2, because a 1 makes it a 14, which you would meet.
The DC
yeah.
is 17.
Okay. All right. Okay. So his thoughts right now, as you get past the surface clutter, underneath, his thoughts are very much of, I can't believe the Crimson Order is back. It's been weeks since they've been here. I can't wait to meet them. I wonder where they are.
On the ceiling.
Okay, so I can communicate with him and be like,
Okay.
we're on the ceiling. Let us down.
Well,
Gently.
act like you're him.
And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, what a feeling when you're dancing on the ceiling.
Oh, yeah, so I have to, I'm the voice in his head.
He's already crazy.
He's
he
already
already hears
crazy.
voices.
You realize now you're part of a chorus
What if
within
that's
his head.
them?
You just, I would say, because of the spell,
Down.
you're able to be the lead vocal in the chorus.
So I would say they're finally here. Let's let them down. Deactivate the spell
Yeah.
so that we can talk with him.
Okay. If he deactivates it, you guys will take a d6 of falling damage.
well, we're all hanging on.
Yeah.
He's the
I'm
one
good.
that.
I guess technically, yeah, and he won't take damage.
I'm
right?
happy to
Okay.
fall if it gets him to stop doing what he's doing.
So he does that then.
How's your sapling?
So now, is he
So,
talking?
and so what you get back as a response is that, yeah, maybe I do want to do that. Okay. And then you get, because you're also a magic user, although not a wizard, you get in his head that point at which he stops concentrating on something. And you realize at that point you didn't think he was capable of concentrating on something, but he was. And as soon as he does that, the gravity is reversed and you fall into the snowflakes on the ground. I mean, gently. Nobody takes
Snowflakes on
any
the ground
damage.
are delicious, by the way. I just thought
Exactly.
you should
They
know.
are pretty good.
Okay. So
Yeah.
get up, dust myself off.
And he, again, the thoughts in the head. How long is this spell? It's like a minute concentration, that kind of thing.
I don't know.
It seems like it would be a
1 minute concentration.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
1
seems
minute
like it would be that.
concentration. Correct.
The thoughts are. It's like somebody dropped you in the middle of a stadium, and you can hear everybody clearly at the same time. Okay, but
Nutso.
clearly,
You
yeah, exactly.
Are Jim Carrey and Bruce Almighty?
You need to ask him,
Could
tell
be,
him that time
could
is
be.
very, very short for the order, and you need to know how to find the Fey Oracle.
And you can tell because you've got that thought link that he can't discern the voices in reality from the voices in his head. So he didn't hear Truk say that, and you kind of can because you now know his voice, and that his voice is now just one of 1,000 in the wizard's head. So you hear that, and you could act upon it without alarming the wizard.
I would have to say, time is short. What he just said.
These are the droids you're looking
These are-
for. These
Time is short. We
are
need to
the droids.
find the Fey Oracle.
It's like he's talking to himself, right? So you know where the book is. The book is it's in my room. It's right over there, and he's not saying anything out loud, so no one else hears it. But he kind of points behind him, and along the back wall, as he points, this bookshelf kind of materializes along the back wall, and one book glows with like a glittery yellow glow, like golden glow, as he points back, like he's telling himself where the book is.
All right, I think it's time for us to read the book. Let's go grab it off the shelf.
Well, I don't have to go anywhere. And the book like flies to his hand, and he starts reading it.
And what do I see as he reads?
Now, everyone else sees like nothing. Well, you don't see nothing, but it's
There's a flying
clearly there's a Jedi mind trick going on. and the wizard has pulled the book from the shelf, and he's flipping through it, and he's talking to himself in a language you don't understand. So you got his thoughts, but you have no idea what they mean.
So I
It's
would
like
need to
he's
take the book.
speaking, well, not just a language you don't understand, but a language you probably never heard. It's like a sequence of weird animal noises is probably a good way to put it.
Great. So I need to get my hands on that book.
Now, you're thinking that? Because he has his hands on that book.
I think you should think that he really needs to go to
He
sleep.
needs to go.
He's
It's
very
time
tired.
for naps. It's nappy time.
Naps always feel better.
So I would tell him we need to prepare for a long journey.
Okay.
Now that the rest of the Crimson Order is here,
Okay.
we need a long rest in order
You're
to prepare.
right. I haven't slept in like 100. I don't know how long. 100 somethings.
It's going to be a long,
I am
long
right.
journey.
I
we
like
should
hearing
rest.
that I'm right.
We should
even
rest.
from myself. Okay.
Validate yourself.
Can you implant the idea to go to Azkarant?
Everybody else
you
sees
want the crazy person
sees
next.
Nikko Sa'eent apparently fall asleep where he stands, holding a book with his eyes shut, and he starts to gently snore. And when he snores, it goes.
Very nice.
All right, so let's grab the book and get out.
Okay, you grab the book, you get out, and we'll read the book on the next episode.
Woohoo!
All
No
right.
We're going
combat.
to wrap up this holiday episode, except for killing Rudolph and a
Except for
couple of
killing
the
Rudolph.
reindeer.
Because
That was Rudolph. That was just
I
a
would
misunderstanding.
apologize, but
Rudolph was always a whiny little bitch.
He didn't just kill Rudolph.
We also killed Dasher
got-
and Dancer.
You got Rudolph,
Well, that's
Dasher,
only because they got
Prancer?
uppity.
and Prancer.
So for those listening, I hope you enjoyed this slightly odd holiday episode here for Adventures from the Shed. But for our side, we're going to say...
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
This was a fun episode to create using several traditional Christmas-themed references. We had a blast playing and hope you enjoyed it. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all other holiday greetings that please you. Thanks for joining us. The preceding podcast was brought to you by Shedcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.